All right, guys, welcome to Boyos Network. Thank you for always making out time to be here. I do really appreciate. So, right now in the news, what is actually trending now is Akpabio and Peter Obi. Akpabio respond to what Peter Obi said about the heroes past and all of that. And I just want to make out one point. The essence of making this video is that this government, they always come against somebody that criticizes them, because in that video right there in the Senate, you hear Akpabio start comparing himself, start blowing his whistle, what he did when he was there as the governor of Akwa Ibom. But that is not the problem. Peter Obi is not the problem of Nigeria. Peter Obi was never the problem of Nigeria. Nigerians that are ranting on the social media are not the problem of Nigeria. And as a leader, what do you expect? You expect definitely for a better government. People need to criticize the government. Even when the government is working to an extent, but they have some loopholes, people will definitely criticize the loophole, even when the government is working. But this their own government, nothing is working at all. Nothing, absolutely nothing is working. And you expect people not to talk. You feel bad that people are talking. As in, I don't know, as in, I don't really know, but if this government, if these leaders, as in, they should sit back and watch the very dark man. Guys, they really need to watch the guy. Forget that people said he talks anyhow, he did this, he did that. People, these leaders, they need to emulate what he's doing. They need to emulate what the very dark man is doing. Okay, let's say the EFCC arrest, for instance. Nigerians, they did not even bother. The rattle, they did not even bother to know if he did anything wrong or not. But they were demanding for his freedom. It's because he has done a lot of good. He has done a lot of good that made people to even at that moment overlook if he did anything wrong or not. So the government, instead of coming out to criticize P2B, criticize whosoever that stand up to talk against the government, instead of doing all of that, I believe this government, they should do better. They should address those basic needs of the people. That is what Nigerians are demanding for. If we can remember vividly, all these unrest that are happening in the country before don't used to happen when the major thing, the necessity of life, the basic things were made available for Nigerians. Nigerians do not even send you. But Nigerians are talking now. They are demanding for better governance because the government this time around don't go collect those things the way they used to manage. They collect those things where they used to put their lives together. How can a country grow when there is insecurity everywhere? So guys, this Akpabio's response, how did it relate to what Peter Obi said? And moreover, as a governor, yes, I know Akpabio tried during his own time when he was the governor of Akwa Ibom State. But try, not be personal money. Now government money, it did wetin e suppose do. So at times when I see all these politicians coming out to say, when I was there, I did this, I did that, I did that. Did it? Is it from your pocket? Now the people money, now you they do. Despite the fact say una see they take the one that they take. So it's very, very annoying when we see all these politicians at times coming out to brag. They did this, they did that. Now their money, this money no be their money. Yet they go to brag. We are doing this, we are doing this. It's not your money. If you really want to work, you want to help like the Renew Hope agenda, do am not do am from una own money, not be from government pockets, not be from government pocket. All the expenses they are running is from the government pocket. Yes, they will come out. They tell say we did this, just like Akpabio. It's not their money. So Nigerians have really reacted to this in different ways. You'll be shocked at the way Nigerians reacted to this. So let me leave you with the reactions. Please drop your honest opinion with us in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our videos. Bye.
And yet, when somebody makes a statement that the labors of our heroes past are in vain, I beg to disagree. Let our brother Peter Obi show leadership like Edwin Clark did by resolving first the crisis in the Labour Party. For a man who wants to run Nigeria, you have one of the smallest parties in Nigeria, and you cannot even resolve the crisis in that Labour Party. Is it the crisis of Boko Haram that you will come and resolve in Nigeria? I would like us to be known for what we did when we had the opportunities. As I speak now, I can tell you about the dualized thoroughfares in my state. I can tell about the flyovers in my state. I can tell about the best international hospital in my state. I can tell about the monuments of government houses that are built, both for the governor and deputy. I'm one of the best digitalized governor's office in Nigeria. I can tell you about the best international stadium in West Africa. I can tell you about the free and compulsory education that I did for all Nigerians. I can tell you about the unity I brought in religion by sponsoring over 5,800 Muslims to the Holy Land and over 12 to 15,000 Christians to Rome and to Jerusalem. But then, those who are aspiring as presidential candidates and trying to cause division with their mouths, using the social media, tell them to resolve the small crisis in the smallest party they have in Nigeria first, before they come to talk about the larger Nigeria. But for the social media, it is unregulated. I wish you luck as you have a field day. I am saying this because this is what Edwin Clark would have advised if he were alive. So I've started to speak his voice. May his soul rest in perfect peace. And on that note, may we rise to observe 1 minute silence in honor of this icon.
I can't fault Gospel Akpabio. By the way, that was an eloquently delivered speech, very eloquently delivered. It's been a while I heard Gospel Akpabio speak in that manner. I will not speak on behalf of Peter Obi. I will let him do the defense. I think I agree with Akpabio on that state. Peter Obi must show leadership and solve the crisis in Labour Party. We have to tell ourselves the truth. Part of the reasons why we got here, before this crisis got here. And I know that there is a sentiment of, Labour Party's crisis is being inflated by opposition. It's like that in politics, except we have not played politics before. Okay, so if you become president of Nigeria and an external influence begin to prune into your sovereignty, you let it slide? No. So Peter Obi must show leadership in the Labour Party and make move. And I'm sure that it will be a lesson for him, because I sat with people of Labour Party, especially in my state, and I can tell you, part of the problem was that he was indifferent from the beginning of this crisis. If he has put his foot on the ground and understand the dynamics of all of this process, he was being careful the way he got in. So he didn't want to be like the person that came in and is not fighting everybody. He thought that this would be settled. But I thought he would have known that where that crisis was going to. First, Julius Abure became so powerful. There was a see, I hate to be a whistleblower, I swear. So I was privileged to see to hear a voice recording, voice note from a Labour Party concerned group, and I sent it to a few of my friends anyway. And then I listened to it. I didn't want to put it out here. I listened to it, and then it was all damaging. Julius Abure has been constituted, and Peter Obi knows the man has been taking money, the Labour Party used to be a special purpose vehicle, but mainly Peter Obi became. Julius went on to printing obituary document to show to INEC so that they can substitute candidates of the party for elections. That's how bad it went. But Peter P.O. went quite quiet and allowed all of this. So you cannot say that you are you don't like corruption, you have integrity, and everybody around the chairman of your party was all of this. No. You would have voiced that. You should have started to work to solve that problem. See, but now it's looking like it's too late. And so Akpabio has a right. Yes, sincerely. Not every time we criticize. Akpabio has a right. And like I said, the caveat is that maybe the opposition ruling party is feeling the crisis. Yes, it is part of politicking. Only Jonathan did not know what to do at the time. By the time the APC was was congregating, Jonathan would have also had his men into that party. So politics is politics anyway. Let's not forget, politics is politics. And all of some of these politics you see in Nigeria, it may be crude, may be very wicked, but it happens in a more sophisticated way outside of Nigeria. Then the other issue I want to talk about is the Akpabio reeling out his own CV of what he did as governor. And it's unfortunate that a lot of the things he mentioned there did not have consonant, did not have connection with the growth and development of What is all of these government offices, digital government? What is the effect of government offices? I hear right now that APC guys are dragging Peter Abi because Soludo is building government office, and Peter Abi has never hidden it. It is a waste of, with the kind of crisis that we are in as a country, being proud that you built a government. Where is the UK Prime Minister's office? It's one of the buildings on a road, number 10 in a road, number 10. As in, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there is 6, 7, 8, 10. There's another 11. Life goes on. Go around. So it is, and with the kind of environment that we are in, nobody should be being proud for wasting taxpayers' money in building an edifice for you to chill, for governor, for deputy governor, and all of that. The money that Akpabio earned in the oil boom while Akpabio was governor, Akpabio did well, I can't lie, did well as governor, like he said, the stadium, all of that. But see, we are in a mess of a country. We want reinvestment in critical infrastructures. I'm happy he said that he gave free education, but can Akwa Ibom State be proud to say they have the best schools? Where are they in the ranking of education in Nigeria, in West Africa? You build the best stadium, but as that amount to sports development for young people, for talent in Akwa Ibom? This is not like dragging. I'm just saying, so that we know what we are focusing on. And I also want to finally ask Akpabio that leave Peter Abi and discuss with the executive and judiciary. Okay, yeah, judiciary, because they have been hearing that there have been so much happening in the judiciary about some of these guys, and solve insecurity in Nigeria. And then ensure that we have a democracy that we'll be proud of. Peter Abi is not the problem. I've joined him, so you know, so you don't think as if I've joined him. But Peter Abi is not the problem. Allow him talk. He's just one of those Nigerians talking. Fix the problem. Focus on the issues. We have a country to save. Some states are some local governments have been consumed and taken over by terrorists in Nigeria. We have a country to save. Our democracy is at a very definitive moment. We are going low by the day. Things are getting worse. Cost of living is killing the living. Can we focus on the main issues, sir? Let's leave distractions. Forget about who said and who did not say. One of the ways to stop people like Peter Abi from talking is to fix the issues. When the issues are fixed, there is nothing for him to say anymore.
It is now on record that Peter Obi's last public, statement actually pained APC political party. And in clear terms, we can see that it actually pained Senator Godswill Akpabio, the Senate president. Anytime Peter Obi makes a statement, these APC chieftains will always, they will choose one person. The other time it was Sawolu. Peter Obi replies Sawolu, that one keep quiet. Now Akpabio is saying that how can you say that the labors of our heroes past are in vain? He went further to cite a few examples, even highlighting that sending Christians and Muslims to Holy Land is part of the achievement they have made in this country. He quoted a few things, free education in Akwa Ibom. I'm sure he's talking about Akwa Ibom State, not Nigeria, and some other things. So, if you're telling Peter Obi to go and fix Labour Party as a measure of his capacity, I have some relevant questions to ask APC, not just Akpabio. But the first reminder I will give to APC political party and Senator Godswill Akpabio is that Peter Obi has maintained several times that he has allergy. He's allergic to useless spending money uselessly. He is one politician in Nigeria up to today that donates millions to schools, nursing schools, secondary schools, and even universities. According to him, that is what he considers as expenditure. Akpabio in 2018 had a court case. There were a lot of shenanigans. Finally, he came to APC. Akpabio, it is also on record that EFCC invited you for diverting over 700 billion naira as a governor in Akwa Ibom State. Now, let's measure you and Peter Obi. Let's not measure by political party. Peter Obi finished his tenure 2 times in Anambra State. Till today, he was never invited by both EFCC and ICPC. Now, why has it become a thing of joy for many of you to decamp from your political party and run to APC? 2018, Buhari was in power. Running to APC was simply to get shelter over the useless squandermania cases that we are having on daily basis in this country. Now, the so-called student loan that was mapped out by Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the same APC government, ICPC, Independent Corrupt Practices, has reminded Nigeria that it is only about 28% of that money. Out of the 100 billion that was mapped out, only 28 billion naira got to the tertiary education, tertiary institutions. What happened to over 71 billion naira? Yet, you expect P2B to keep quiet. All of you are looking up to Nigerians to become deaf and dumb, so that one go destroy this country. So when you put all of these things together, you will understand why the labors of our heroes past are in vain. Nigeria as a country used to have constant power, electricity over the years. I watched a video recently where an elderly man said they were being paid to go to the university. That he married, in fact, he got his wife, he married his first wife from the money they were paying him, scholarship money, to go and study at the university. Over time, a card, NITEL card, electricity bill card started trending. What has happened to all the labors of our heroes past, the beautiful Nigeria they wanted to give to all of us and our unborn children? Yet, you are citing examples that are so irrelevant. You should go and measure yourself with P2B. Quote unquote, the achievement you made as a governor in Akpabio state and the achievement that P2B made. Go and check the debt profile of states in Nigeria as of 2014 when P2B left office. Go and check the debt profile. How much P2B left. Check how much you were collecting as a governor, as an oil producing state in Akpabio state. So all the criminalities and all the political rascalities going on, lack of due process, lack of justice and fairness. So all of these rascalities and criminality going on in Nigeria today is not enough to say that the labors of our heroes past are in vain. May all of you continue to attack P2B back and forth. But I can tell you, P2B is on a non-stop, energetic move. He has decided to speak out every now and then, and will continue to lend our voice to make sure that both the dead will rise to hear that Nigeria is crashing before our eyes. Until politicians begin to use our money for the overall good of Nigerians, we will not stop. Go ahead and check out the numerous international awards that P2B won as a governor. Bill Gates Award, and so many of them. Yet, you are talking about building governor's lodge, building government house, building this and building that. The former president, the former the former chancellor of Germany, Angela Merkel. Do you know where she was governing Germany when she was the president, when she was the chancellor, when she was the chancellorine? Do you know where she lived, where she was living? It is only in Africa that we spend a greater percentage of our annual budget on building houses for governor, for president, for senator. Yet, people do not have motorable roads. People don't have good roads to travel on. It's only in Africa. It's only in Africa that a senator, governor, president continue to buy SUV here and there. The same chancellorine of Germany, Angela Merkel, you can call her president if you want. When she left office, they asked her, why have you not been changing your wardrobe? She said, I didn't come to work to change my wardrobe. I came to serve the people of Germany. I came to serve Germans. Everybody stood, people from their balcony in different places. They were clapping for her. I think for 6 minutes. On another shame for this country. On I will just open mouth, they talk anyhow. But anyways, Nigerians, for na like, when I wake up, if I no like, when I continue to the talk. At this point, I will allow you to be the judge. His Excellency Mr. Gregory P2B have decided to show no mercy to all the men and women, all the politicians, all the Afa, all the pastors, all the native doctors where we say they don't spoil this country, Nigeria. P2B is asking all of you a serious questions. Many of you that protested in this country when there was no need for any protest. 2011, 2012, during Goodluck Jonathan's regime, when Goodluck Jonathan wanted to remove the fuel subsidy, and there was no need for any protest. P2B is asking all of you hypocrites, what has happened to your voice? What has happened to your voice? Say on a never buy, all of you are still alive, still living today. What has changed? Fuel subsidy removed. Fuel increased up to 1,000 naira in this country. Yet, all of on a way follow scatter this country many years ago. On a no one talk again. Whether you be pastor, whether you be afa, whether you be fa, whether you be native doctor, whether you be herbalist, anything where you be, no all of on and I be the problem of this country. More now listen to P2B.
For somebody like me who has just been part of this 2023 election, he lived a life of courage, a life of sacrifice, a life of justice, a life that is valued. But most importantly, his continued living that life to the end. I listened to my brother Mike when he talked about, may the labor of our heroes past not be in vain. I'm sorry, I'm happy that Jonathan is here, and I'm happy that Jonathan is here. But I can tell you, their sacrifices in vain. They've sacrificed for nothing. We're in this country when people were protesting.
You didn't take me.
When there was no need to protest under Jonathan. Where are those protesters? Have they died? Where are they? So why are we saying it should not be in vain? They increased fuel from 8 to 7 naira to 120 people were protesting in this country. And when it was 900, they were not protesting. And I think, so why are we saying it should not be in vain? People protested when naira was 180 and when it was 1,500, they're not protesting. Are they dead? So we're not just saying it should not be in vain. I spoke a few days ago and people said I'm marketing Nigeria. When we stood to be marketed, one bank has just shown that 75% of Nigerians in your area are poor. Is one bank marketing Nigeria. UNICEF 2 days ago released that Nigeria now have over 2 million malnourished children, the second highest in the world. Are they marketing Nigeria? Let's face the reality. Their labor is in vain. We have a country now that is not democratic. We are not a democratic country. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Is the election that happened in Edo, is it democratic? Just the last election in Edo is the most democratic election. Everybody knows who won that election. So why are we keeping it and saying, let the work not in vain? It is in vain. So we can start picking the pieces. Now, because they've destroyed everything people have sacrificed for. Look at what is happening in Nigeria today. Above all, the one who sacrificed everything. The country people sacrifice and turn into a crime scene. How we do today is stealing. You know, and we have to do something. All we need to do is live the courageous life. May God Almighty that called him home grant him eternal rest and grant us the courage to look into what our Father lived for and start picking our pieces. May God bless all of you.
Sincerely speaking, I love the fact that the government of the day, that they have not succeeded in shutting P2B up. They have tried several strategies. Attack, bully, cyber stalking, buying people to attack P2B right, left, front and back. Yet, you know, they shake P2B. Instead, P2B is intensified. The man is not backing down any moment soon. And that is what is expected of all of us. Otherwise, this country, the way they go, you see the way all of them they camp now, the entire APC. There is no moment of credibility left in Nigeria. We need to dismantle the political criminality. Otherwise, Yawa go gas where.